Brazil is the largest country in South America, both in terms of land area and population. Brazil has 203 million inhabitants, according to the 2022 demographic census conducted more than 10 years after the previous editions of the survey. The initial results were released by the Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics. However, the number comes below the previous projections of the Brazilian government. In 2021, it was believed that the country would have at least 230 million inhabitants. What the current numbers of Brazilian population reveal, and what are the most important data at this moment? The Brazilian population recorded an increase of 16.45% compared to the previous survey edition in 2010, which had counted 190 million inhabitants. The growth rate of these 12 years was the lowest in the historical series, recorded since the 19th century when Brazil was a monarchy. The South and the Southeast regions drove the growth of the Brazilian population, as they are already highly populated regions of Brazil. The population growth was higher in rural areas than in capital cities. 66 of the new inhabitants concentrated in regions outside these major urban centers, which is a very relevant fact considering that in recent years agribusiness has been an important factor in the economy, and many people have been fleeing the cities, fugere urbem, due to the violence and disorganization in Brazilian large cities. In 2023, Brazilian households have, on average, less than 3 people. In 2010, during the last count, there were more than 3 people per household. This is the lowest average record since 1980. It means that the Brazilian couples are having few children, but on the other hand, life expectancy is increased. In 2019, the life expectancy of Brazilians was 76 years. To give an idea, in 1914, the life expectancy of Brazilians was 45 years. It is important to note that in Brazil, women live on average 1 year longer than men. By living longer and having few children, the tendency is for Brazil becoming a aging country, which will require civilians to work more in order to reach retirement. Another important factor for Brazil is its immigration rate. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in the year 2020, the number of Brazilians abroad reached 4.2 million. It is important to note, however, that these are official numbers that do not consider those who are illegally in the other countries. Among the countries with the highest number of Brazilians are the United States with 1.7 million and Portugal with 276,000. Young Brazilians are increasingly leaving Brazil in search of better jobs and to escape from crime and urban chaos, leaving the country with an increasingly elderly population. Therefore, we wonder what the future holds for Brazil, a country with an increasingly elderly population, with young people leaving the country to live in the United States or Portugal, with job growth in the countryside and unemployment in the industry. What is the future of Brazil? Thanks for watching. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you!